Hello, it's me again, Robert Williams, for another YouTube review. Today we're going to review the classic horror movie, Halloween, The Night He Comes Home. Before we get started, let's take a look at this box set. As you can see, I love the design of how they made Michael Myers. I like how they did the artwork. That's one of the things that I like a lot. I like how they did the blade. I like how they did the mask. And as you can see, the complete collection, 15 disc deluxe edition. And it says Halloween. And as you can see like, I like how they put the pumpkin, the main pumpkin on this box set, And you can see all the info in the back. Michael is coming home for the first time in one complete collection. All 10 Halloween films loaded with extra features. And I like how all these other companies pitched in together just to release this box set for all the true fans, including me, of Halloween. Anchor Bay, Stars, Scream Factory, Miramax, Universal. Let's look at this baby here. As you can see the first Halloween. Then you can see the second Halloween, the third Halloween, which doesn't really count because it doesn't got Michael in here. But, at least it was John Carpenter's and Deborah Hill's, idea to take a break from the franchise. They had Tom Atkins in it, which I thought was really good for the movie. Part 4, which debuted Danielle Harris. Danielle Harris was in her second movie, which was 5. Halloween 6 didn't have Danielle Harris in it, but whoever was playing Jamie, I kind of feel bad because Danielle Harris didn't get the role. Other than that, you got H2O, Halloween 20 years later, which Jamie Lee Curtis comes back into this movie, and she tries to live a new life, like it's a whole new world to her. She's got her son and whatnot, who's played by Josh Hartnett, but she gets these nightmares of her older brother and whatnot haunting her. And of course, you have Resurrection. Resurrection is where he finally kills off his sister, and basically the whole movie's based about a web TV series who goes into this old Myers house, who's hosted by Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks and whatnot, and just the movie went from there. But after Michael Myers was set on fire, at the end I thought it was going to go somewhere, but after finding out that Deborah Hill passed away, I'm like, I can see why they won't continue on with the series. Which, a few years later, Rob Zombie ends up coming into the picture and ends up doing these 2 remakes. Which I'll give the first one, I don't know, probably 80 to 90% out of 100, or 70. At least he tried to keep up with the first one. The second one he fucked up on. He completely messed the second one up and didn't even match anything to the first one. The first one basically started off where Michael Myers was a kid wearing a clown costume, kills his older sister, ends up being put in the institution, ends up breaking out, ends up going on killing spree, tries to go after his sister. Then in part 2, you see some parts in the beginning where Michael's being shot 6 times out of the front of the roof of the house or whatever. However the fuck he got shot. He got shot, ends up coming back, and ends up throughout the movie haunting his sister. And it just goes crazy. But his sister ends up surviving at the end of this movie, and he ends up being burned to a crisp with Loomis. The third one is basically a costume factory that's owned by a guy who's makes costumes but ends up killing these innocent kids. Every time he hosts a commercial, the kids are supposed to sit and watch it. I thought for a sec that Halloween 3 was alright. And I'll give it that. It was okay. I mean, it should have been a standalone movie, but what can I say? I mean, there's nothing that we could have done about it, but we have the whole collection now of Halloween, and by next year, if I'm not mistaken, I've been reading, these rumors, I've been watching these other videos, and I hear these other videos on YouTube, Halloween Man 25, Halloween Man 1978, or whatever. These other YouTubers, they talk about these. They talk about shit. What is it called? Supposedly next year there's supposed to be a new Halloween movie coming out called Halloween Returns, and basically it's picking up off of this one right here, which basically Michael's being locked up in a prison, and these two teens break in, and Michael breaks out and ends up going on this killing spree again, is what I heard. So basically, next year, it is not going to be another Rob Zombie film. Rob Zombie said he was through with the remakes, that he was through with Halloween. I'm probably sure right now he's probably kicking himself in the ass for, fucking up the 2 remakes as it is. But like I said, I'll give credit to the first Halloween that he did, but the second one, it went to shit. After I saw fucking white horses, after I saw that Michael looked like a bum in this, it's like, shit. Other than that, this is my box set, and I'll let you people take a peek. Hold on, I'm having a little fucking time doing this. Hold on. Here. So you can see you got the book. It tells you all about, the Myers, and tells you all about, what's taking place in all these movies. So you can see John Carpenter. You can see Jamie Lee Curtis. And yeah, basically it. That's all you can see. It's just the book. Gives you all the info and all the detail. The Halloween cover. I like this cover a lot, though. I happen to have this on DVD, and I happen to have this as a t-shirt as well. And a little sticker on the McFarlane figure that I have in Myers. Halloween 2. At least they kept with this case. I do like the Blu-ray cases a lot. It does match up with Michael's character. So, not just that, I not only have this, but I also have the 30th anniversary edition of Halloween 2 on Blu-ray. Yeah, I thought this one was alright. You got Tearing the Aisles, you got the alternate ending, and deleted scenes. We'll put that to the side. You got Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Like I said, this movie was alright for me. I happened to watch it this morning because I didn't get enough sleep. I only got like 2 hours of sleep, so. Halloween 4, 10 years, he changed the face of Halloween, he's back. The Revenge of Michael Myers. This one is considered as one of my favorites, though. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. And this time, they're ready. You can see Donald Pleasance, who's known as Dr. Loomis. Let me go. May he rest in peace. He was a really good actor, and if he was alive long enough, he would have been in H2O and Resurrection. His work would have been complete. Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. I love the producer's cut in this one. I finally got a chance to see it. Really great film. Better than the theatrical version. You can see Michael Myers. He's holding his knife. Halloween H2O, this summer terror won't be taking a vacation. 20 years later. And like I said, she starts a new life, and 20 years later, her brother comes back into her life. And it's a nightmare for her all over again, and with her and her son, they got to deal with it. So, Halloween Resurrection with Busta Rhymes, Tyra Banks, and Jamie Lee Curtis again. Except in the beginning, she doesn't make it. She ends up dying in the beginning, and Tyra Banks and Busta Rhymes ends up hosting in the Myers' old house as a TV web series. Busta Rhymes tries to pose as like he's a badass or something. Ends up picking a fight with Myers, and then Myers ends up being set on fire into a crisp. I like how badass Myers looks in this picture. I like how they made his character look serious. I just wish they would have continued with part 9, but that won't happen, seeing that Deborah Hill has passed. If she was alive, her and John Carpenter would probably work something out for the next one. But considering, like I said, there is going to be a new Halloween. There is going to be a new Halloween next year, and it's called Halloween Returns. Rob Zombie's version, Evil Has a Destiny. I thought, like I said, I'll give this one a 70 to 80%. But other than that, out of 100, this movie did have its flaws, but it had a lot of cussing, a lot of nudity, and Rob Zombie tried to make the Myers look like a white trashy family or whatever. So that's pretty much what he did with this film. Halloween 2, Family is Forever. Rob Zombie did a really messed up job on this one. Last I checked, Michael wasn't a giant, and last I checked, there were no white horses and no white ghosts in the original part 2. Michael Myers was haunting his sister in the original. And last I checked, Michael's sister wasn't smoking weed throughout this whole freaking movie and hanging out with her friends. She wasn't even doing any of that shit. But I'll admit, it is part of the franchise. Well, I hope you people have enjoyed my film. And be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you people have a wonderful Sunday. See you later. Till then.